Where is it? Oh, that's... What is that? What is that thumbnail? Give up on Rainbow C LNN. Alright, so next one.
Not Alan. Give up on Rainbow C LNN. I mean, is it unreasonable? Is it?
I would just say give up on any LNN and SOEW, but whatever.
Yeah, most would say that.
Alright, so next one is SOEW. A one by... How do you pronounce it? Ptik. It's Lunatic Survival and it's Rainbow C No Bomb. And the comment says... I did not expect this to happen during my LNN grind, but I gave my best. I mean, wouldn't you expect at least a couple of LNBs during an LNN grind?
Yes. So that's what... Yeah. Well, it happened.
Alright.
Run.
Let's see.
Okay. SOEW.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Okay, there we go.
So, I'll give some context for people who don't know SOEW and who also don't know Rainbow C. So, Rainbow C in SOEW is one of the few completely unclaimed LNNs in this series. SOEW has claimed LNNs on Rainbow A and B because they're both relatively interchangeable shots, but none on Rainbow C. No. So Rainbow C is by far the most powerful shot in this game. She far out damages both of her rivals, but shots in SOEW have different speeds to each other, you know, because there are no different characters. It's just free rainbows. So the free rainbows have different speeds. Rainbow C...
by the way, you need to crank this theme.
Yeah.
This is deep. I love this theme. There's a reason I always sneak it into the TWC like first match in front of this.
I think it's a little bit too loud now, though.
Yeah.
This just oozes fucking like welcome to Toho.
Makes sense, right? First Toho shmup. Well, anyway, so Rainbow C. Rainbow C is by far the slowest. She is the slowest shot in the history of the series at unfocused speed. Of course, SOEW has no focus. There's no shift key to help you. So you're constantly grinding at a speed that's like slightly slower than Sakuya's focus speed in like PCB or something. You have to play the entire game like this, and this is absolutely terrible since counterintuitively, if you play Windows, speed is key in every single one of the PC98 games. You want to be fast because there aren't many micros, but there are a lot of macros that you have to do. So, especially in SOEW, there are a lot of crazy misdirect you have to do, and those are not available for you if you're using this shot. Which is a big shame because she absolutely shreds bosses in half. And you absolutely want to do that because the bosses in this game are nonsense. Yeah, Rainbow C is not a viable option.
Yeah, you can really feel how like the slow speed just is really excruciating, like horrible for a game like this.
She won't feel too bad if you play low difficulties, but if you play Lunatic, where you constantly have to do misdirects, it is a real issue. Because, as we're also about to see again here, SOEW on Lunatic has this feature where every single enemy in the game shoots revenge bullets upon being defeated. So you're constantly streaming this entire game, and you're constantly shooting stuff down, so there's constantly bullets everywhere. So you have to like readjust everywhere, you have to misdirect bullets so you don't get overwhelmed too easily. And Rainbow C handles this very poorly. But admittedly, her performance isn't too bad until we start getting to like the late game, because it's in the late game where there are the most amount of bullets, where things really start becoming an issue. Because this game, this is another curiosity, by the way, which we only found out through the decomp of this game. SOEW only has either static or aim pattern. There are no like There are no like truly random powers in this game, so you can technically route a lot of this.
Huh.
This is a safe spot. You just hang in here on either corner of the screen, then you stream the end. Just like in PCB, Extra, and Phantasm, there are like a bunch of these aim pellets at the end of every stage for the boss.
You know what I always think when I see this background? I think of fucking Mushroom Islands in Minecraft.
Ah!
No.
You can't unsee this now, chat. You're welcome.
Well, first death. Now we got the ball pit.
Yeah, so
Which isn't too bad.
very unfortunate death on Mayra. Very
oh.
avoidable one too. So that's a shame. They actually managed to capture the actual hard pattern of Mayra, which is the final, but they died on the first half with big. Is this on 1 speed, or did you accidentally put 75 speed?
That's 1 speed. Wait.
We're showing stage
That's
3,
one
right?
speed. Yeah, stage 3.
This is stage 3. There are 5 stages, so yeah, you should probably stop it.
Also,
Stage 3 is the first actual hard stage.
The one that wants to show stage 3, so I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, SOEW needs to show stage. Also, SOEW is very short as well, anyway, so it might as well.
It's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
nicely routed here.
This late here, as we also end very early. I mean, we still got one other one, but still.
Ah. Very
Ooh.
improvised, I guess. Again, her movement speed really doesn't help. These bosses, I guess they're timing this boss down. That's... I don't know why you would do that. Normally you just try to shred these bosses in half. And yes, this is back in the day where Reimu actually fought monsters instead of just girls
Bring back the monsters. I want Yugen Magan in my game.
Okay, so in this section, you get these red boulders. The red boulders are invincible, so you have to avoid them. Which sounds easy, but yeah, soon there will be a lot of them. And also, every single time you fire at them, not only do they block your bullets, but they also shoot a billion sparks to obscure your view. Anyway, here's balls.
Balls?
Stage 3 balls is probably the hardest part in this game, possibly. The balls are big, hard. You have to shoot them down, because if they crash into the edges of the screen, they shoot up, they shoot at you. They shoot back at you. But of course, if you try to shoot them down, they have a lot of revenge bullets. So you have to play this really smart as you dodge the boulders as well. You're handling this very well. Like, this is the best I've seen these handled ever, actually.
Still not at full power.
Very good handling of the balls, actually, really. Very surprised they managed to cap this. This was cleaner than the LNN that's out there of this game.
And from balls you get to stones.
Yeah, the 5 evil stones or whatever. So the stones... Oh no! Really?
Oh,
they didn't
what?
What?
They just got hit by that bullet.
Ah.
There's like
I was about to say that this is the only boss in this game that makes sense.
There's like a
Here's
really little
power.
fun fact about like the 5 evil stones is that they're one of the like few things that Rain was actually afraid of in the lore.
It makes sense to get this.
It's got something to do with like them being like older than Gensokyo or something like that. I don't understand much about the lore.
This boss is very consistent, which is very strange to say about anything in SOEW. This game is very consistent, but this boss is extremely consistent. You can probably LNN this boss even like in your L1CC of this game. There's only one hard attack, so you might as well practice. You died to this again! Oh my god, that's so sad.
Yeah, this is
The ideal
where-
miss count out of this boss is 0, so 2 miss is very sad.
You can still see the issue with like low movement speed.
Yeah, the low movement speed does mean that if there's any bullet coming at you with any sort of haste, you kind of are brown bread. I mean, here's that one theme song from Final Fantasy VI.
I mean, honestly,
It's like the
Himorogi is
boss
kind of a
theme,
banger.
right, Final Fantasy VI.
But yeah, it sounds like that one Final Fantasy song, yeah. So actually, what actually is like the difference between max power and like under max power?
So max power not only raises your damage, but you also that is kind of a funny feature actually. In SOEW, once you get to full power, you unlock your shots. You unlock the skill of your shot. You know, this sense of Rainbow A is only wide if you're at full power. Rainbow B is only homing if you're full power, and Rainbow C is only piercing at full power. It's kind of funny that SOEW scales it like this. You only unlock like your shot's main ability on full power.
It's kind of problematic though, because getting to full power, like, keeping full power is kind of an issue in this game.
Absolutely, the power loss in this game is like massive, and there's also very little power. And bosses drop no power whatsoever. So if you start losing power on a boss, like maybe the boss of this stage, then you're just not seeing the power again.
Ooh.
Nice misdirect. I mean, doing a run of Rainbow C in SOEW is basically what if you did a full focus run in a Windows. You have very little horizontal range. You have no movement speed whatsoever.
Can't even follow Tifervi.
Very nice. That big fairy with the laser gun is actually pretty problematic. Another important thing to note about this game, of course, is that there is rank in this game. Rank is very important, but there's no rank management. As far as I believe, the rank just keeps going up forever. If you don't die, it keeps going up. There's nothing you can do to manipulate it, and it only goes down if you die. And speaking of dying...
Oh god, Marisa.
Yeah, good luck.
Actually, I mean, Mima, then Marisa. Marisa is such garbage boss fight in this game.
This boss is extremely difficult. Like, truly CBT. Rainbow C does help a lot here with the damage and the piercing. Like, really, she is a huge asset. But the lack of movement speed more than makes up for that.
And then you get hit once and it's all over.
She has no balls up, by the way. Before that, she's invincible. Great Marisa so far. So here's the rather complicated way that this boss works. She has a big roster of patterns that she can use when she has one or no ball. At least one, and also a different roster if she has no balls. So, like, this is the roster that she has when she has no orbs up. Now she pulled them up, now she has a different roster. She can freely switch, and she can freely overlap any pattern with any other pattern she wants. So she can just shoot any other pattern while these stars are up, for example. And that's amazing.
Ooh, nice.
That's Marisa LNN. Marisa LNN, really?
Meanwhile, the stones had a couple more deaths. Oh. Wait.
I guess they must have been flabbergasted that they got the Marisa out. I would have been too. Okay, so stage 6 opener, you can just pacifist this if you have full power. They don't fire at you. They only fire the revenge bullets if you shoot them down. They drop a lot of power, which you absolutely want, but they're at full power, so whatever. Nice.
5 lives.
Here's Mima. Mima is an extremely complicated fight for Reimu C, like truly complicated. There are a lot of extremely tight misdirects and very tight dodges that you have to do as Reimu C because of your extremely low power, extremely low speed rather. We handled. So yeah, for example, you have to prepare for every single attack ahead of time. She does them in a fixed pattern, but also, even if you know they're coming, they can be very hard. And you also need to do the misdirects for all the aimed attacks. There is an attack that he will almost surely die to. This one, look.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice misdirect. Very nicely done.
He just went into the metal berry.
So the star pattern, as far as I believe, this one, yes, thank you for showing me. Huh? This one is, I believe, just completely impossible if you don't misdirect it. And also, you need to misdirect. Oh, they're
yeah,
dead.
Here we go.
They didn't expect
This is what happens. Ooh, oh no, train wreck.
This is what happens in this game.
And you're trying to LNN this? Holy crap.
What happened? Did it just went to Mima?
They got the wrong side of that, so they just went way up and just died anyway. Mima is very hard, yeah. She is way less hard as the other shots because, you know, they have speed, but Reimu C really struggles, as you can see.
Oh wait,
This honestly sounds like worse than Betty.
Holy shit. See, they started this boss with full lives. Now they're very real risk game. Also, this final phase is very hard. I would say it's very RNG, but you know, that technically doesn't exist in this game. Oh yeah, this is the feature of SOEW, yes!
DKO!
You can DKO and still win. No, he wins.
Wow!
If you DKO, you still win in this game.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait.
Get Trump off the screen, please.
Yes. Oh god.
Oh my god.
DKO!
And then they just end the video. That's so funny.
That's great.
Yes, chat, that does count. That is LNB. If you die as Mima dies, you get LNB.
Oh my god, the cinema. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. It was quite a train wreck, but like that's understandable against Mima.
Wow. I mean, it's a very understandable train wreck. Reimu C is god awful at
Oh boy.
very extremely hard run to get. No strats out there for this shot. He had to homebrew basically everything. So that's why it's so impressive. So congratulations, my man. He says he wants to do LNN. If you want to go do LNN, good luck with that. It's very hard, but we're